Nityanandam. Today is the fourth day celebrations of the Chithirai Peruvizha Brahmotsavam. We have the opportunity to witness the yatra of Meenakshi Sundareshwara live broadcasted from Kailasa in Madurai. When the deities are coming, it is Paramashiva Sundareshwara himself coming. Paramashiva Shakti, Meenakshi herself coming. The Nijavatara and the Archavatara are the one and the same. The original manifestation of Meenakshi in the flesh and blood and the embodied manifestation of Meenakshi as a deity are one and the same. Darshana or Darshan means to obtain the glimpse of the divine image. We are indeed very fortunate today to have the darshan of the Archavataras of Meenakshi and Sundareshwara in this city of Madurai, from where Meenakshi and Sundareshwara ruled the Pandya civilization, an enlightened civilization. We are now eagerly waiting, all the devotees are waiting in Kailasa Madurai with the traditional Mandagabadi items to offer to Somasundareshwara Swami and Meenakshi, including flower garlands, special sweets, fruits. The Chithirai Peruvizha Brahmotsavam is the celebration of the life and glory of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti, the cosmic mother herself, the queen of the Pandya Madurai Samrajya, who ruled along with Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva, and both of them established the Dwadashanta Shyamala Pita, the Sarvagnya Pitam, in Kailasa Madurai. This evening, Meenakshi and Somasundareshwara will grace the streets on the golden palanquin. The Utsav Vigrahas of Meenakshi and Sundareshwara grace the streets of Madurai twice a day and each day of the Brahmotsavam. Devotees flock, and those fortunate ones who live in those very streets anticipate the daily darshan of their Lord and Mother. The city reverberates with festivities. The economy makes a huge positive shift in this festive season, and all the best of the best merchandise and offerings are served to the deities, devotees, and the newcomers. Today, the Utsava Vigrahas of Meenakshi and Sundareshwara were from the morning outside the temple, gracing all the streets in Madurai city. It is now only that they are returning to the temple in this time of the evening. Here, in Adi Kailasa Nityananda Pita, Sarvagnya Pita, the Panchamurtis are decorated and will also be joining the procession of Meenakshi Sundareshwara in Kailasa, Madurai. The Shyamala Pita Sarvagnya Pita is known as the Dwadashanta Shyamala Pita. The city of Madurai is Paramashiva's very own Dwadashanta. Paramashiva's third eye is Varanasi, but his very own Dwadashanta is Madurai. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivan, reveals that it is the space of Dwadashanta inside of all of us, where Paramashiva resides in us. Paramashiva's very own Dwadashanta is the city of Madurai. Shyamala is the name of Meenakshi, Meenakshi is a manifestation of Shyamala Devi, who is a powerful manifestation of Paramashiva Shakti. This uniqueness of the name is the original name of the monastic order and traditional Adhinam established by Meenakshi and Sundareshwara eons ago. Hence it is called Dwadashanta Shyamala Pitha. The Adhinam's rare and sacred lineage of pontiffs have been systematically carried over in an unbroken progression from the ages. The chosen emissaries of Lord Paramashiva and Devi, the Guru Mahasannidhanams of the Madurai Adhinam, are the direct representatives of the cosmos. This lineage of Guru Mahasannidhanams is entrusted with the responsibility of training and grooming the kings in administration, constitution, governance, and also acting as regents. They also perform the spiritual initiations on the kings and the citizens of the kingdom, imparting the enlightenment science to them. The unbroken lineage has 293 pontiffs, whose inheritor is none other than the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. In the national anthem, the first few names itself, we address the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the Kailasonnata Dwadashanta Shyamala Pitha Ruda. Shyamala Pitha Ruda, the one who is residing and presiding as a successor of the Shyamala Pitha. The powerful vision for the Shyamala Pitha Sarvajna Pitha for the future of the spiritual kingdom is wonder-filled and marvelous and requires an in-depth study of its own. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, had revealed about his avatarana, his incarnationhood, as being the reincarnation of Meenakshi herself. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji's biomemory, is Meenakshi herself. He revealed that consciousness was creating the best biomemory to establish and rule a kingdom. The search for a biomemory that is established in restful awareness, the unclutched state, and also who is continuously doing the job of a king or a ruler. The reason is that for a ruler, certain responses and certain biomemory which is built based on certain responses is required. The Meenakshi biomemory is the best incarnation queen biomemory, and it was chose the right way to respond as a ruler. This is the basic connection between the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and Meenakshi. When he assumed his body, the biomemory, the base material of the body, one big chunk was derived from Meenakshi. Her response, the way she ruled, the way she administered, and the way she created and maintained the whole Pandya civilization, the enlightened civilization, and the way she waged war, all these are Meenakshi's strategies. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, reveals that the way he makes decisions and the way he responds is at least a few thousand years old, foolproof, time-tested, age-old wisdom. The way he rules, administers, and creates a new system is age-old, time-tested, and has helped humanity from eons. In Meenakshi's time also, there was a traditional television system. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, revealed that he saw and kept stone slabs in every house. The family would sit in front of the stone slab and they would chant a few mantras, and they would raise their frequency and connect with Meenakshi. Immediately, Meenakshi would appear and give her message. There was no video or archival system, but a live relay was there, and Meenakshi used to come regularly and connect with everyone, building a relationship and giving confidence to all the subjects in the kingdom. Meenakshi Devi, when she ruled the Pandya civilization, was 8.5 feet tall, and Somasundareshwara was 9 feet tall. This was the average height of all the human beings in those days. Meenakshi was born out of Agni. She did not stay in the womb of her mother Kanchanamala, but when her father performed the Putrakameshti Yagna for an heir, for a son, from the Putrakameshti Yagna fire, a 3-year-old girl appeared. Malayadwaja, her father, brought her up almost like a man, giving all the training necessary to rule a kingdom, including archery, riding horse, waging war, and all the methods, techniques, methodology, and everything. Meenakshi mastered the 64 traditional arts, the 64 kalas. Meenakshi had a tall, well-built body. Her skin radiated a green hue, and she was hence slightly green in complexion. When she appeared out of the Agni, she had a third breast. As per her boon that she had received from Paramashiva, the third breast would disappear when she sees the right person as a life partner in her life. It is actually a symbol not to forget the purpose for which you assume the body. The third breast is a reminder to herself to search for Paramashiva in her life. Meenakshi, as a responsibility of the queen, started going around and conquering the 54 communities, strategically, peacefully waging war, and winning over the hearts of all the kings who she met with, conquering them in all of spirit and in land. There were 54 settlements of human beings at that time, only till China. These 54 were all under the rule and control of Meenakshi Devi. After conquering the 54 deshas, Meenakshi went to Kailasa to conquer Kailasa also. There, Meenakshi conquered Nandishwara, the Mount Bull of Paramashiva himself. Meenakshi Devi, when she came face to face with Paramashiva, the third breast disappeared and Paramashiva revealed the true identity, and enlightenment happened. Then Devi asked Paramashiva, "I want to be with you and you to be with me." Then Paramashiva says, "Alright, let us rule and show how the ruling has to be done." Paramashiva agrees and declares to bring all of Kailasa to Madurai. At this moment, Devi Meenakshi puts a condition and tells to Paramashiva that he must be very handsome and not be like a rishi or an ascetic. He should wear beautiful clothes and jewelry. Paramashiva at that moment was in the higher frequency. He then assumed the human body as Sundareshwara, a handsome, beautiful being. And in Madurai, the marriage ceremony happened. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, further reveals that the Shiva Bhutas, Shiva Ganas, started living in Madurai. A new humanity happened. A genetically transformed human being was created. As we mentioned, the average height in those days was 9 feet. The intelligence of Kailasa and yoga and strength of the Pandya kingdom were mixed, and a new kingdom was created as the Pandya kingdom. The best kingdoms among of them all is the Pandya, and the best humans of them all walked on the planet Earth as Pandya beings. The intelligence of Kailasa and the physical structure of the Dravidian civilization mixed, and a new civilization evolved. A power manifesting consciousness happened. All of the inner circle of Meenakshi, including all her ministers and subjects, all of them manifested powers through her initiation and conducted the courts as per the Dharma Shastras. Meenakshi did a breakthrough in human consciousness by bringing the higher intelligence of Kailasa and the Dravidian physical structure together. The Dravidian physical structure of being tall, huge, and well built, combined with the higher evolved intelligence of Kailasa, created a new civilization of human beings in Madurai. The Shivabhutas then built the city of Madurai along with the guidance and instruction of Meenakshi Devi. She built the blueprints on the cloth and copper, and the Shivabhutas were used to help and build the huge structure of the city. With advanced technology and power manifestation, the city of Madurai was built. The river that we see as the Vaigai River was a man-made river. It was the first man-made river in the world, and the chief Gana of Paramashiva, Kundodara, was responsible. Now we are witnessing the various offerings being offered by Kailasa and Madurai to Sokkanada, Sundareshwara, he is gracing along with Periyavide Amman in the golden palanquin. The favorite dishes of Somasundareshwara Swami are elaborately described in the Paddhatis and the manuals of Puja in the Kamikagama. Those are all offered there in Kailasa Madurai. The Deeparadhana is being offered to Somasundareshwara Swami. All the devotees are excited to offer their love and respects to Somasundareshwara. We now get a glimpse, a few moments of Somasundareshwara Sokkanada. We are now about to receive the darshan of Meenakshi herself. The darshan of Meenakshi is described as the radiance of 1,000 rising suns. Let us have our hands in namaskara. With a gentle gaze, let us see Devi Meenakshi and receive her blessings and grace. Meenakshi is gracing in the golden palanquin. Our devotees in Kailasa Madurai are offering the traditional flower garlands and the Nutana Vastra to Meenakshi. the chief accountant of Kailasa, Chandikeshwara Swami. We had just now received his darshan. Millions of devotees gather every day on these auspicious festive days to see the darshan of Sundareshwara and Meenakshi Devi. Meenakshi Devi, after the marriage with Somasundareshwara Swami, lived for 190 years. She did not age and lived as an 18-year-old body for 190 years. We will now begin the procession here in Adi Kailasa Nityananda Pita Sarvajna Pita with the Deeparadhana. Let us offer our worship to Meenakshi, Sundareshwara Swami, Subramanya Swami, Mahaganapati, the deity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and Chandikeshwara Swami.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतम् भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मध्यमां नित्यानन्दपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ललाटे त्रिपुण्ड्रीनितिलकृतकस्तूरीतिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधारस्फुरितकटिकौपीनवसनः दधानो दुष्टारं शिरसि फणिराजं शशिकलां प्रदीपः सर्वेषाम् अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातने गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। शरणागतदीनार्तपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी नमो नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि।
Meenakshi Devi had a son, Ugrapandian, and he was coronated prince and heir to the kingdom. Sundareshwara wouldn't do much of the administrative works, spent most of his time on the Vaigai river, enjoying with the Bhutas and Rishis and Ganas. No administration work, but all the administration work was handled by Meenakshi. She was handling the whole thing, and the whole day, Sundareshwara would spend his times with all of his Bhutas, enjoying. When the son grew up, when Meenakshi decided she had established the kingdom and trained people to be enlightened beings, she felt she had created enough infrastructure in the outer world and inner world. On that same day, at the same time, both Meenakshi and Sundareshwara left their bodies and merged into the deities of the temple. Both the bodies are there below the deities in the temple. Sundareshwara's body, physical body, is under the Shivalinga, the main Shivalinga, the Sundareshwara Shivalinga in the temple, and Meenakshi's body is under the deity of Meenakshi. And the deity of Meenakshi was molded when Meenakshi was in the body. Only the height of the deity is smaller, but all the proportions, the long arms, are the same as Meenakshi. When we see the deity, physically, we are seeing Meenakshi herself. We'll now offer the Deeparadhana to the Shatmurti procession here in Adi Kailasan Nityananda Peeta Sarvajna Peeta.
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी नमो नमः। कर्पूर निराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि।
Meenakshi ruled in a powerful way in Madurai. She was highly cultured and had a powerful ordering structure. If you lived around the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, you would see the way he commands and manifests is the same way that Meenakshi did. The power of her orders were so strong that even nature straightaway obeyed her orders. She created a powerful civilization. Again and again, Sokkanadar, Sundareshwara assumed the body of a higher frequency, such as the Allamballa Siddhar, and offered Leelas. It is only in Madurai that 11 times Paramashiva incarnated and performed various Leelas. Meenakshi also assumed the body and blessed the devotees in many ways. In the Madurai city, she is still there alive, vibrant in the very temple, still ruling the whole Madurai and continuously creating and administering her own kingdom. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, describes Meenakshi as all the grandeur of the superconsciousness, the masculine principle and the beauty of the feminine consciousness. The divine feminine principle expressing in one body is Meenakshi. Sundareshwara is the embodiment of superconsciousness, expressing in the human body and playing with all of his glory. Meenakshi is the expression of the ultimate masculine and feminine consciousness. Meenakshi is the epitome of wisdom, beauty, courage, compassion, efficiency, and completely radiating divinity on the planet Earth. The very possibility of a nation for Hindus can only be conceptualized and actualized by one who has had done it before, as Meenakshi, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, took on the grandest undertaking of building a nation for Hindus. Such a huge work of building such a nation in the modern day is possible by one who has the enlightened biomemory of Devi Meenakshi herself. Through the powerful vision and manifestation of Kailasha as the only Hindu nation, he has proved that he is the choicest leader as Meenakshi ruled Madurai. Meenakshi created a whole new civilization with Sundareshwara, and the whole thing is again a possibility in Kailasa today by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. We'll now offer the final Deeparadhana, concluding the procession here in Adi Kailasa Nityananda Pita Sarvajna Pita. To Meenakshi Devi, Somasundareshwara Swami, Ganesha, Subramanya, the deity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and Chandikeshwara Swami.
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी नमो नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि, रक्षां धारयामि।
Here in Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya, Today, in Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya at Adi Kailasa Nityananda Pita Sarvagnya Pita, the Utsava Vigraha of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti graces in the Swarna Palki, the golden palanquin. The Utsava Vigraha of Bhagavan Somasundareshwara Swami Devi Piraya Vidaman grace on the Swarna Rishabhavahana. Along with them, Ganesha, Subramanya Swami and Chandigeshwara Swami are gracing in Sarva Alankara. We are also graced by the Utsava Vigraha of Devi Mahamariyamman on the occasion of the 27th day of the Pache Patni Vratam, and the Utsava Vigraha of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is gracing in the Alankaram of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti. With great pride and privilege, we are grateful that our beloved Bhagavan, the very manifestation of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti and Bhagavan Somasundareshwara Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is officiating this Chithirai Peruvizha. All the rituals and homas performed during Brahmotsavams and special Utsavams here in Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya in Adi Kailasa Nityananda Pita Sarvagnya Pita are micromanaged by the Supreme Pontiff himself and are performed by his third-eye awakened disciples strictly as per Vedas and Agamas, the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. In Kailasa Madurai, we can see the devotees gathering for the Nitya Annadanam, the free offering of food, the prasada of Somasundareshwara and Meenakshi Devi. We now come to the conclusion of the grand procession here in Adi Kailasa. We'll now offer the final Deepa Aradhana, Somasundareshwara, Meenakshi Devi, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, Mahaganapati, Subramanya Swami, and Chandigeshwara Swami.
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते शरणागत दीनार्थपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी नमो नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि।
With the auspicious blessings of our beloved Bhagavan, the ultimate manifestation Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, on the auspicious occasion of the fourth day evening celebrations of Chithirai Peruvizha, let us now offer our sincere worship at the feet of Mahaganapati, Subramanya Swami, Chandigeshwara Swami, Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti gracing on the golden palki, and Bhagavan Somasundareshwara Swami and Periyabide Amman gracing on the Swarna Rishabhavahana, and Devi Mahamari Amman and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, seek their grace and blessings on this auspicious day of the 4th day of the Chithirai Peruvizha.
शिवानंद पीयूष रत्नाकरस्थां शिव ब्रह्म विश्वामरेशाभिवन्द्यां शिव ध्यान लग्नां शिव ज्ञानमूर्तिं शिवाख्यामतीतां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् शिवादिस्फुरत्पञ्चमञ्चाधिरूढां धनुर्बाणपाशाङ्कुशोद्भासि हस्तां नवीनार्कवर्णां नवीनेन्दुचूडां परब्रह्मपत्नीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् किरीटाङ्गदोद्भासि माङ्गल्यसूत्रां स्फुरन्मेखलाहारताटङ्गभूषां परामन्त्रकां पाण्ड्यसिंहासनस्थां परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् ललामाञ्चितस्निग्धफालिन्दुभागां लसन्नीरजोत्फुल्लकल्हारसंस्थां ललाटे क्षणार्धाङ्गलग्नोज्ज्वलाङ्गीं परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् त्रिखण्डात्मविद्यां त्रिबिन्दुस्वरूपां त्रिकोणे लसन्तीं त्रिलोकावनम्रां त्रिबीजाधिरूढां त्रिमूर्त्यामविद्यां परब्रह्मपत्नीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् सदा बिन्दुमध्योल्लसद्वेणिरम्यां समुत्तुङ्गवक्षोजभारावनम्रां क्वणन्नूपुरोपेतलाक्षारसार्द्र स्फुरत्पादपद्मां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् यमद्यष्टयोगाङ्गरूपामरूपाम् अकाराच्छकारान्तवर्णामवर्णाम् अखण्डामनन्यामचिन्त्यामलक्ष्म्या
ममे आत्मविद्यां
भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् सुधासागरान्ते मणिद्वीपमध्ये लसत्कल्पवृक्षोज्ज्वलद्बिन्दुचक्रे महायोगपीठे शिवाकारमञ्चे सदा सन्निषण्णां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् सुषुम्नान्तरन्ध्रे सहस्रारपद्मे रवीन्द्राग्निसंयुक्तचिच्चक्रमध्ये सुधामण्डलस्ते सुनिर्वाणपीठे सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् षडन्ते नवन्ते लसद्वादशान्ते महिबिन्दुमध्ये सुनादान्तराले शिवाख्ये कलातीतनिःशब्ददेशे सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् चतुर्मार्गमध्ये सुकोणान्तरङ्गे
करन्द्रे
सुधाकारकूपान्तराले निरालम्बपद्मे कलाषोडशान्ते सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् कूटद्वन्द्वनिर्मुक्तवायुप्रलीन प्रकाशान्तराले ध्रुवोपेतरम्ये महाषोडशान्ते मनोनाशदेशे सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम्
चतुष्पत्रमध्ये
सुकोणत्रयान्ते त्रिमूर्त्याधिवासे त्रिमार्गान्तराळे सहस्रारपद्मोचितां चित्प्रकाश प्रवाह प्रलीनां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् लसद्वादशान्तेन्दुपीयूषधारा वृतामूर्तिमानन्दमग्नान्तरङ्गाम् परां त्रिस्तनीं तां चतुष्कूटमध्ये परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् सहस्रारपद्मे सुषुम्नान्तमार्गे स्फुरच्चन्द्रपीयूषधारां पिबन्तीं सदा श्रावयन्तीं सुधामूर्तिमम्बाम् परञ्ज्योतिरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् नमस्ते सदा पाण्ड्यराजेन्द्रकन्ये नमस्ते सदा सुन्दरेशाङ्कवासे नमस्ते नमस्ते सुमीनाक्षि देवी नमस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमोऽस्तु। धूर्वसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोऽस्मान् धूर्वति तं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि सस्नितमं पप्रितमं जुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानं त्रिगुंहस्वमाह्वामित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षे माभिर्मा संविक्ता माद्वाहिगुंसिषम्।
श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमो नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि।
उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदोपघ्निर्निरृतिं मम पशोगश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिशा मानो हि गुंसि जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगते अबिभ्रदग्न आगहि श्रिया मा परिपातय।
ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री इंद्राक्षी देव्यै नमो नमः। दीपं संदर्शयामि।
मधुवातारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्न सन्त्वोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुम्रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमानो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु।
श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमो नमः। अमृतं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि।
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते।
ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमो नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं सुन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि।
शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् त्वं स्मृतमहं धन्य मम प्राणमहेश्वर गङ्गाधर नामेति स्तोत्रस्थानं ददाम्यहम्।
Thank you for joining us for the evening rituals of the fourth day celebrations of the Chithirai Peruvizha. The celebrations will continue tomorrow with the offering of various homas and pujas along with grand procession celebrations. We invite you tomorrow morning for the fifth day celebrations of the Chithirai Peruvizha, the Chithirai Brahmotsavam. Thank you. Nityanandam.
परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिव परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्